Party's over, folks. We're back. Hiatus is over.
Yeah.
You're stuck with us once again.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it was officially a hiatus, but,
I mean, we told people it was going to be a few weeks.
It's summer. It's summer.
Yeah. Yep.
How you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. How are you doing?
Good. Good. I was on sojourn in the great barbaric lands of Great Britain for a little while, and I've just been kind of trying to readjust to, normalcy. And heat wave, that was fun.
Yep.
But I think it's pretty beautiful today.
Yeah,
So,
it's been nice. Yeah. Yeah, it was hot when you were in the UK, right?
Yeah, it was hot across Western Europe, I think, and France, I want to say, got the worst of it. They had some areas that were
it was
clocking
it was like 110 Fahrenheit, 40 Celsius.
Yeah. The UK was actually, I mean, it was hot, but and this isn't like some hot take worth exploring. I'm sure anybody who's been there knows this. They're always going on about their heat waves there, and the internet comment wars about how people don't understand a British heat wave until they've lived through it, and yada yada. It is less hot there than it was here. It was hotter here for like a month straight than it was there for 4 days, but they truly have like no functioning infrastructure for heat, which does make it 1,000 times more brutal. And I don't just mean like, central air or whatever. Like, I understand that all the buildings are super old. I mean, you're not going to take a house that's older than the United States and like route it for central air. But like, even like fans and window units, they have this like perverse aversion to in a lot of public spaces and hotels and stuff, where it's like, I had multiple people say, why would I use a fan? Like, it just pushes hot air around. And it's like, that is just a fundamental misunderstanding of why fans cool you down. It's not that the air, it's that the air is moving over your skin, right? So it's like, and I think I heard a lot of people put it this way, that truthfully, like, Brits, whether it's in Scotland or England or whatever, they love a good moan. And this gives them a thing to like justifiably complain about. And culturally, they are thrilled with that. Yeah. And so, like having these conversations, I was there visiting family and stuff, and they all just kind of do the whole stiff upper lip thing and like tough it out. And it's tough. But I mean, dude, like we had to take a 3-hour train ride from Glasgow to Manchester, England. And the problem with the rail is way bigger than like the comfort thing. It's like they didn't even use metal alloys for tracks that can withstand like external temperatures greater than 85 degrees. So like when it reaches that point where it's like 90, 95, the actual railway tracks expand and buckle. So like all the trains have to travel slower. And on top of that, the air conditioning units in a lot of these trains actually break down when the temperature rises, which seems counterintuitive to me. But
that's
so,
a great way to build it.
It just completely shuts down travel, and rail travel is still like a relatively useful thing there, although they're having their own issues with it as the government seeks to privatize rail and yada yada, which I think in the long run would be a net positive. But the process of that has been so slow and shitty, and I'm no expert on it, but it seems like right now they're in a tough spot. So like taking that train ride was insane, and they're canceling trains left and right, so they're like packing people onto the few remaining trains, and everybody's getting on the train. We're on there for 3 hours sweating absolute dick. Like it was clocking like in the high 30s inside the train, which is like pushing 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So like, and then everybody gets on and they're just like, oh, it's real hot in here, and it's like, yeah, man, can everybody shut the fuck up? Like, it is hot, and nobody, like, everyone's just yapping about it, and for me, that doesn't make it any easier to deal with the heat. But I think that's the part that they like. I think that they like being able to say, oh, it's so hot, imagine our suffering. And it's like, yeah, man, have you heard of like a fucking window unit? Like, even if you need it for 1 week a year, it will pay for itself in that week. You will experience a physical comfort and joy that cannot be described as you wallow in your sweaty misery. And that's the Cam line on this week's episode of Left Unread.
Not to mention that their diet there is not diet that I think
it's not a hot weather diet.
Yeah. I'm walking into a 100-degree train with a belly full of sausage and mashed potatoes.
Dude, so I went to there's this awesome pub in Manchester. So we were actually there, and this wasn't intentional, but we were there. We got to Manchester on like the day of the anniversary of the I think it was the '96 IRA bombing, where they blew up like a city block, and they cleared everybody out. They warned everyone beforehand. It was more a large scale act of like vandalism than an attempt to kill people. So nobody was injured, but they blew up this whole city block. And there's this pub there that goes back to like the 14 or 1500s that has been like restored and whatever moved and is still there. And so we met my girlfriend's friend there for lunch, and it was great. But like again, it's a 500-year-old building. There's no anything in there to cool it down. Brutal. Like, we're sweating, and I was like, fuck it, bangers and mash, dude. Like, it's not like there's a salad on the menu, so I'm like, fuck it, dude. Straight up sausage and mashed potatoes it is for me. And was it delicious? Yes. I have zero notes, but a really tough meal on a hot day. And it was like that or like fish and chips. And it's like, all right, man, let's fucking do it. And there, you know what else? So Scotland is a little different. Scotland, I think, is into ice cream. Yeah. But in England, I was like, we were struggling to find places that were like, it's like, dude, it's 100 degrees. How about a fucking cone for your boy? Like, there are few pleasures on this earth more exquisite than an ice cold ice cream cone on a hot day. It is just about as good as it gets for me. And
nope, just jelly deals for you, boy.
Right, dude. I've learned that the local ice cream stand is kind of a New England thing. Yeah. So maybe it's just that we're like enlightened in that way. I mean, there's other parts of the country where it's big, but like we have like kind of a feverish devotion to like like there's all these places up here like what was the place we used to go?
What was that, Newport Creamery?
Yeah, yep. Yeah. Delicious. Yeah. Like up here, it's like Richardson's and Kimball's, and like there are these institution, like privately owned ice cream places that are just churning out, no pun intended, fucking dope shit. Yeah. And I guess that's not like a thing everywhere. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Listeners, chime in if I am wildly misinformed, as you are wont to do. But I got into making ice cream for a little bit last year, and I was reading about it, and that was what I read, and so that's it. Yeah. Anyway, so the UK is a very the weird. My summary is this: I actually think traveling to the UK. First of all, Scotland's great. Everybody in Scotland is great. The people are wonderful. You can find lots of great food and stuff, and it's beautiful, and it's just so fun to like explore. But something that I've noticed, because I have family there, I've been there a few times, I find traveling to the UK much more jarring than some of the more like classically like different, like, a few years ago, you might remember I went to Nicaragua, right? And there were points in that trip where I was like in the jungle shitting in a bucket covered in flies. Like, that's more on the surface, that feels like it would be a more uncomfortable transition. But the thing that gets me about the UK is that it's so close to here in so many ways that the differences feel way more jarring. So like you get there and it's just like, we don't do doors on our showers, Oh, you can take a shower here, but there's no door. And it was like easier for me to be in the jungle without the option of a shower than to take a shower and be stressed about water getting all over the floor. I find that way harder. Or like they've got like square toilet seats everywhere in the UK. And I'm like, who's got square thighs? Not me.
Square?
Yeah, dude. Like, also, like, here's the thing. A lot of the toilets there, they flush really aggressively. And I think a lot of that has to do with like old pipes.
But that and the diet, I'm sure.
Sure. Which is great. So you're never going to clog a fucking toilet in the UK because they flush like a fucking cyclone. But I am a fan, when I'm taking a poop, I'm a fan of a courtesy flush. Yeah. I expel the demons.
Oh, look at that square fucking toilet.
Isn't that crazy? Armitage Shanks. They're all Armitage Shanks, which is a Green Day song from back in the day. But you flush the toilet. And so I my first poop there, I'm sitting down and I'm like, okay, I'm in a hotel room. My girl's in the other room. I'm like, I'm going to do something nice. I'm going to flush immediately, and then I'll get to, the cleanup phase. So I reach back, I flush. Dude, it's all from the front, and it's a torrent of water. So immediately my whole dick and balls is just soaked in toilet water. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here, man? Like, do the same thing, but just do it from the back.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like there's just these little things where it's like, yeah, this is the way it's meant to be, mate. Flush from the front, drive on the left. Little roads, no signs, roundabout. Like, it's just like, come on, man. Like, and I don't mean to sound like a stupid American, but like, there's a few things we've figured out. Toss a curtain up on the shower. I don't mind. Doesn't have to be pretty.
Yeah. That's crazy that they don't have, so it's just water all over the floor?
Well, so that like they do like the glass, it's like this open shower design where there's like a glass barrier, but they're often really short, and then the whole like back 2/3 of the shower is just open. And like water splashes off the body.
Yeah.
So there's just water everywhere, and it was like that in 90% of the places we went. Some places do it right. If you extend that glass further out, it's fine, but like a lot of places, the glass is stopping before my ass is stopping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and like that's no good.
So
I'm a big fella.
You got cheeks peeking? You got cheeks peeking?
Cheeks peeking, fucking torrents of dirty body water just splashing everywhere. Nice. And it's a sight, but
yeah.
Anyway, up Scotland, dude. Love that place. Great people. They were all here while I was there, and
they were. Yeah,
that was a cool point of connection. Like, and seriously, the cool thing about that country that's not the case here is like pretty much everyone that we encountered, which of course is not. You can't speak for everybody, but pretty much everyone we encountered, from like young people to old people, we're down to like chop it up and have like an in-depth conversation with you about where you were, like what to see, what to do. Even like the meanest looking fucking pub owner was like down to fucking have like an awesome conversation if you just were like, hello, like, how are you? This place is great. And then that's it. Like, you give them an opening. And something that's cool to see is that, like, by and large, and again, you can't speak for everyone, but by and large, like, my experience has been that, like, people don't really fuck with America, right? But they do fuck with Americans. Because, like, if you're, like, decent and nice, like, very quickly they're just super nice to you. So, like, all these stupid horror stories of, like, dumb, rude, entitled Americans traveling abroad talking about how, like, mean people are to them, that hasn't been my experience in, like, anywhere that I've been in Europe. So, like, you guys should all go and see it. It's nice.
Yeah.
The people are cool. And if you like sausage and butter and fucking cheese, then you'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, and Pizza Crunch.
Yeah, pizza, dude. Fried haggis and Pizza Crunch. You go into the chip shops in Glasgow and they have spritz bottles of fucking vinegar. That's awesome. So you get this, like, it's a fried haggis and it looks like a deep fried human shit. Like, it's just a long, uniform brown lump of battered fucking garbage. And he's like, vinegar, mate. And you're like, yeah. And he's like, spritzes it all down. And then they serve it with, you would love this, dude. They serve it with ketchup. And, yeah, man. Or brown sauce, which you like brown sauce, right? Have you had brown sauce?
I've never had brown sauce, but
it's kind of like, sort of like, it's somewhere on the, like, A1 sauce to barbecue sauce continuum.
Yeah.
Like, it's sweeter than A1. It's not quite barbecue, but it's, like, somewhere kind of in there.
It's got,
I
like,
think you would
does
dig
it have, like, Worcestershire in it? Is it?
Yeah,
like,
it's like a thicker Worcestershire brown, salty, sweet thing.
Yeah.
That's good. You'd like that.
Yeah.
And tartar sauce with the fish and chips.
All right, see, that's good because I've heard conflicting reports that tartar sauce isn't totally common there.
It's not traditional, but this time it was everywhere we went that had fish and chips. It was not even by request; it was there. So
good.
Same with ketchup. Like I feel like the Americans we're infiltrating their culture in some ways that are valid. Like I know you're not a fan, but I think a French fry and ketchup is pretty yummy.
No.
So.
No. Yeah, because I do love me fish and chips. I don't hand it to the Brits often, but I will hand it to them on that perfect dish. Not really much thought in it. You just deep fry fish and you deep fry potatoes.
Yeah,
but it's delicious. However, the mushy peas in curry sauce. I mean, I'm sure it tastes fine, but the tartar sauce, you really need the tartar sauce. I'm a tartar sauce. You know, double tartars too. I'm a double tartars guy.
You need extra tartar for sure. Because fries and tartar or chips and tartar, whatever, is also is class. But I think mushy peas done right are perfectly tasty. It's not anything.
I love
get
peas.
excited about.
I'm a pea freak. So
it's just like a thicker pea soup.
Clip pause. Don't click that. Don't clip that. But
what? That you're a pea freak?
Yeah. Yeah, pause. Gonna hit pause on that one.
Yeah. So anyway, today's gonna be part 2 of our recreational urine ingestion series. Which, surprise, it's a series. Pea freak Evan admits live on pod.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. Enough about that. There's a lot to talk about. Welcome to Left Unread, and my name is Cam, and this is Evan. And
hello.
So that's what I've been up to. Evan, what have you been up to?
Well, let's see. Yesterday, I had so I've been watching a lot of World Cup.
Yes.
Watching a lot of the World Cup.
Yes.
And yesterday, I was hanging out with a buddy of mine who lives a few blocks from me, so I walked down there with my laptop, and we had a good old-fashioned sports gooning session.
Nice, dude.
We set up the laptop with the World Cup games. Then we had the UFC fights on the TV. Yeah, so we had the sports goon cave going.
Do you fuck with UFC?
I mean, he loves it, and
Okay.
I like boxing. I'll watch UFC. It's not like preferred. For me,
it gets a little brutal for me.
Yeah. But
I mean, I respect it
was fucking awesome watching Conor McGregor just shit his fucking doo-doo dick
watch
out
that
his
fucking
ass.
idiot rapist just eat shit. I didn't watch any of it, but I read about it this morning and watched. The fight was a minute. So
it wasn't even a fight. He just immediately blew out his knee. Which, I mean, first he had a similar leg injury to the one that I have, and he has similar gear in his leg to the one that I have. And now I'm obviously not a world class athlete. He's a world class athlete.
Disclaimer, folks. In case
disclaimer.
Was
the guy on the podcast is not a world class athlete. I know. I'm really fucking. This is some hard hitting analysis here. I'm sure all of you thought.
Yeah, shouts out Paul George. Welcome to Boston.
But having suffered that same injury with the same kind of stuff on my leg, I could have easily told you, there's no way he's coming back from that, especially in his late 30s.
Apparently, he owes Dana White one more fight, but
I mean, he just immediately blew out his knee. I can't. I don't know if it was the knee that he had the broken leg on. I think it was the opposite one. Yeah.
So he had a really tough left leg break, similar to yours, I guess.
Yeah.
And then this was a right internal knee injury.
Yeah, and he's had multiple. He's had multiple ACL tears too. And once you have one ACL tear, you're anytime you tear a ligament, you're more susceptible to tear it again.
Well, and the thing is, he's alternately been geared out of his mind and yacked out, drinking like a freak.
Oh yeah, dude. So this is the thing, leading up to fight. So yeah, I mean, obviously, Conor McGregor has gone through a number of phases, but he went through years of just binge drinking, doing tons of cocaine. Allegedly committing sexual assaults. Actually, no, I think he was convicted. I don't think we have to say allegedly.
No, I think that he's a convicted rapist. Yeah.
Yeah. And just beating people up for not drinking his whiskey in bars, beating up old men and shit. And then so he's had his turn to where he became a super devout Catholic, trad cath. He ran for president of Ireland, and then he posted before this fight that he's now practicing semen retention. He's a semen retention warrior now.
Dude, that's fantastic. That's fantastic news. I didn't realize he was such an ally.
So he's
drinking piss and not coming, dude. That's
exactly. He's hashtag semen retention warrior, Conor McGregor. But I mean,
what color ribbon do they get? White. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's a white one.
Yeah, it's a white one.
What the fuck am I even asking for?
But so he fucking you go into this fight and it's just there's no way he's, and also he had to he upped his weight class, so he's
he used to fight at what featherweight or bantamweight.
Either featherweight or welterweight or something. I'm not sure, or I'm not. No, I don't know what.
Because this kid that he fought, I don't even remember the name. The guy who quote unquote beat him yesterday. Yeah, but it was
Holloway. They fought before. Yeah,
he won the title from him, but I forget what weight. Whatever, I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But so now Conor McGregor's up in weight class. He's fucking unbelievably he's jacked right now, but it's also I mean this fight, it was basically just I mean he's obviously gonna get tired quickly. So it had to be a quick thing, and just immediately he goes for a flying roundhouse kick and just blows his fucking knee out.
Yeah.
And it just keeps falling. And Holloway's just looking at the ref do you want me to keep hitting this guy? He can't even get up. And the ref's no, play it out. And then finally, obviously Conor just couldn't even stand up. Yeah. So they had to call the fight.
TKO, right?
Yeah, and couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
He tweeted about it last night.
Oh, he's been tweeting nonstop about it.
I'm going to try to do a shitty Conor McGregor impression.
Yeah, maybe he's back on the powder because he's been going nonstop about it.
My head gasket is gone. Destroyed. I had no injuries going into the fight. He's got this weird Irish accent. I'm trying to do it. I was throwing kicks, planted and jumping all throughout camp as well as backstage before the fight. This came out of nowhere. I am beyond dark here. I can only describe it as hell.
He's
in hell, man.
Yeah, well, hopefully, and not for the last time, I'm assuming. But so that couldn't happen to a better guy. And speaking of hell, hell did just get its new strongest, bravest soldier, old Lady G, Lindsey Graham. No, I woke up at like 8:30 this morning, and I was like pretty tired. I had a few adult beverages last night while watching the sports. And I go to, as you do, I go to check my phone just immediately upon waking up. I need to hit myself with the MK Ultra machine. And I open my phone and I just see like all these like posts on like Twitter about Lindsey Graham having died. And it's from like Lindsey Graham's account. Yeah. And I was just like rubbing my eyes, like doing like, the that part from The Big Lebowski when he's just like rubbing his eyes, like looking at the screen. The dude. I was just doing that. I was like, wait, what? And then like, so I'm like looking at other posts. I'm like, Lindsey Graham died. I thought it was supposed to be Mitch McConnell. And so like, I was like about to send it to people. I was like, no, I need to double check if this is real. So I'm like looking up all of these other, like I'm just like searching it on Google and seeing like all of these like articles about it. I was like, can it be true? Can the rumors be true? Can this be real? Lady G?
It's insane, dude. So the whole story is fishy, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously, he was literally like yesterday was in, or 2 days ago was in Kiev.
Yeah.
And he's been like a really vocal supporter of Ukraine and in that conflict there, and was on stage basically he's saying something to the effect of like, is there a Russian Brutus? Because if there is, you would be doing your country and the world a great service. Like, openly essentially calling for the assassination of Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
And then, he gets in the plane, he heads home, and he contracts like a sudden and fatal illness. And he's dead immediately.
Yeah.
And
out like Prigozhin.
Maybe that's just fine. Maybe that's a coincidence. But
I mean, that would be insane if Russia fucking assassinated a U.S. senator.
It would be insane, but it's like, you got to pick the one that you're like, can we get away with it? Yeah, I think we can get away with this one. I don't know. Who's to say? It's just funny timing. And, look, plenty of people have made similar inflammatory comments and come away from that relatively or completely unscathed. So it's hardly some open and shut case on that front.
Yeah. I mean,
it's certainly fodder for conversation.
Joe Biden almost said the same thing when he was president. Yeah. That somebody that they need to get rid of Vladimir Putin and whatnot. Which not classic Biden. That was real Bidening time right there when he said that. No, Lindsey Graham. Yeah, he's out. I mean, he was Israel's favorite little worm.
I love to think that somehow our other favorite hellbound boy sacrificed Lady G in return for another couple of years hanging on. Of course, talking about former Senate Majority and Minority Leader Mitch McConnell.
But then like the monkey's paw curled, like he used some kind of like forbidden like magic to like extend his life. So he took Lindsey Graham's, but then the monkey's paw curls and Mitch McConnell just has to live it as a fucking vegetable.
He's like totally mentally aware, but otherwise just completely incapacitated.
Exactly.
So just like as of yesterday or the day before, so Mitch McConnell, as you all by now know, because this happened while we were on our summer break here, has now been in the hospital for going on a month.
I mean, he's dead.
He's
dead.
The rumor, which is as yet officially unsubstantiated, is that he's brain dead. Right? There was.
I mean, I think he's just straight up dead.
You think he's actually dead?
Yeah.
There was a leaked 911 call to his home. where somebody had to be resuscitated after a massive cardiac arrest. Wonder who that was. Yeah. His wife, who is what does she do right now? Is it Elaine Chao? She's been, in the past has served in various government positions. They've been married forever. She left for China like 3 days afterwards to work out some deal over there, and clearly not, mourning his loss. All the official statements are like his health didn't merit her return. It's like, okay, man.
Yeah, can you imagine being married to him, dude? Like, dude, that turtle face just like plowing away at you, just like.
Oh, you see, Elaine, I'm gonna need you to put on the traditional Chinese dress again, Elaine. Talk to me like a disenfranchised railway worker.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do her part in the bit. Fill it in here. She says,
you can do the voices in your head.
Please, Mr. McConnell, let us work on your railroad.
Yeah.
Something can be arranged. Oh, that's a good girl. Something like that. You guys do her part. It's like one of those duet this post. I'll let you guys do that. And so he's apparently, and his aides, who you put it this really well the other day, but his aides just released an official statement that he is still like alive and well and like working with the Senate and all of his various committees from the hospital. AKA, like, I'm pretty sure Evan's right. And this guy's getting. What did you say? He's getting Weekend at Bernied.
Oh yeah, Weekend at Bernied by his staffers who really enjoy playing the part. And this is, folks, this is not the first time this has happened. I mean, there is like an epidemic of West Wing addicted staffers and like congressional staffers who are more than willing to. Weekend at Bernie's, they're like incredibly decrepit and ancient bosses, so that they can play their little Aaron Sorkin penned roles.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's it's
fucking
it happened
insane.
on the largest possible scale with Sleepy Joe.
Yeah.
We all watched him in real time, basically just they were as close to literally propping his body up as you could get. He just clearly like getting shot full of,
I mean, dude, all of there were like more than like 2 pictures of Anthony Blinken just standing right behind him, like leering at him to make sure that he doesn't just start filling his diaper. Right there, which he often did anyway.
That smell you're smelling is not the president. It is un-American to suggest otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I can't even think of her name right now. The old witch. She had the what's her fucking name? Remember, she had like all the strokes and shit like that, and she was completely demented.
Feinstein.
Yeah,
Janet Feinstein. Diane Feinstein.
Yeah.
What did I say, Janet?
Janet Feinstein.
One of those names. Dude.
Yeah, exactly.
One of those old bitty names.
one of those Dust Bowl names.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, no. Obviously, we had her, who was like wheelchair bound. And stroked, just like,
and stroked, dude.
Just
Good
like
Lord.
Was apparently had like severe late stage dementia for years. Never like basically had to have her finger pressed on the vote button every time that she was in the chamber.
It reminds me. Did you ever watch any Doctor Who?
I tried to watch it when it got rebooted with Christopher Eccleston, and I watched about 10 minutes of the first episode, and I said, I'm a nerd, but I think this is too much for me.
Yeah. I kind of had a similar experience. I've dabbled here and there, and during that season, the Christopher Eccleston reboot season, there's like in the first or second episode, they go to some space station, and like there's this like old heiress who's been kept alive through numerous surgeries, who at this point is literally just like a thin membrane with a face like stretched across a metal frame, being kept alive as like a film. And that's how I envision Diane Feinstein.
Diane. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Yeah, we had her, obviously, Mitch McConnell. There's been a lot of these folks that are just well past their expiry who are still in Congress. And then obviously we have the GOAT John Fetterman, who another enstrockled ogre.
And I mean that's like the perfect. I mean,
it's
almost like you get like a
homegrown,
right? And it's almost like you get like a homegrown, not quite Manchurian candidate, because I don't think they could be called upon to like perform any physical, but just like filling a seat.
Yeah.
Get reelected, but like utterly
like just doesn't matter what you at, like, you know what I mean? Hey, John Fetterman, who are you rooting for in the World Cup? Fucking Hamas needs to release the hostages.
It's the thuggish ruggers ball. It's the thuggish ruggers ball. It's the thuggish ruggers ball. It's the thuggish ruggers ball.
You're feeling the strength for the rum, step bump, hit a funk, get a jump, get the dust is feel. Just be thugging, straight buzzing, loving your peoples, cause we so real. Chill, better bring your weapon when stepping, bring on that ammunition, tripping, no sip, not to mention, never knew no competition, but I gotta get mine, so scream my mo and let me hear ya holler. Not about that mighty dollar, roll with the bum of thugger, follow, chain game remaining the same, flaming my dank and drinking brews, thinking about that hanging, clapping my back, get thugging with truth. You know me as a hustler, try to creep and get beat, maybe 6 feet, Pete, gotta put them under, straight jackets, gotta make that money, man, it's still the same now, belling in my black trench vest, you gotta be down there, bang bang, come and get this teaching, your soldiers, hot thugs must stack, me drinking me brew to my skull crack, big blue all the way back.
It's interesting to say the least. It's seems to be the as you said, the sort of like tactic of the day. It's like it's not undesirable. It's actually more desirable to have your weird candidate become like a literal flesh puppet.
Yeah,
that you can just like decide how they vote and how these people keep getting elected is kind of beyond me. But it is what it is. I don't know how people in Mitch McConnell's district have continued to keep him in there.
Yeah.
I guess they just like they'll always love him for like his relentless anti-Obama obstructionism and that bought a lot of carried a lot of favor, I guess. And he'll ride that right into fucking Valhalla, dude.
Yeah, I have seen that people have speculated that they're pretending that Mitch McConnell is alive so that they don't have to do a special election.
Sure.
And then they'll announce his death after that. The implication being that like Thomas Massey would run for it and win, and I mean, maybe, but also, like, Thomas Massey did just lose his election as representative. I mean, maybe he would do better statewide. I'm not really sure. But yeah, his
that would come down to whatever the demos look like. But and I'm not taking the time to learn about that shit. But it would be interesting. I mean, it wouldn't be surprising at all if that was the attempt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Who? I don't know what it is, but I mean, I'm just gonna say I'm pretty sure that dude's fucking dead.
Yeah,
like
that someone somewhere is just like feverishly cracking open fresh babies to like
just pouring baby spinal fluid down his throat, wiping with the napkin. No, you have to drink. You have to drink, Mitchie.
Another one for you, Mitch.
Yep. Yeah.
His real name's Addison.
Addison Mitchell.
His
McConnell.
name is Addison Mitchell McConnell III, and I think that we should call him Addison.
Addison McConnell.
Yeah. Addie McConnell.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else? There's a couple of there was something. Oh, dude. So not to shift subjects completely, but have you heard about this awesome viral outbreak that's like cropping up across like all fresh produce.
Yeah.
Dude.
I was very concerned. Yeah.
Fucking...
I was very concerned that I had that last weekend because I mysteriously had like the hyper shits for like 2 days. Like you
may have had it.
I mean, maybe, but I don't think it clears up without like medication. I'm not
yeah,
sure,
but
though.
they say it's something that isn't. I mean, I'm sure it could prove to be fatal for someone very young or old or without access to any sort of like fluids or medical attention. But yeah, I don't know. Is it
because one of the things that's infected is like mesclun greens, like spring mix, which I anybody who's ever been to my apartment and opened my refrigerator knows that I almost always have a bag of that there because that's like my go-to quick dinner is I just throw together spring mix with like some like olives and like feta cheese, some kind of like protein, stuff like that, and just kind of put some like vinaigrette on it. It's just like a go-to like meal for me, so I eat a lot of that. Mysteriously last week, like all of a sudden Wednesday, I just had like non-stop diarrhea for like 2 days, and now the problem is that I was just kind of feeling like meh, so I called out work on like Monday, which I don't often do, but I just didn't really want to go in, and then like 2 days later, I get like hardcore diarrhea. I was like, well, I just gotta suffer this now, because I was like, I had like a lot to do at work last week, so like I was like, damn, I can't really fucking call out again, so I just had to like keep running to the bathroom while I was working, and like, dude, it got to a point that like literally like Thursday, finally like dude, I like it hurt to lay down to go to bed.
Jesus. So, just because your ass was so blown out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and just raw. Like, I was just, like, dabbing by the end there. I was like, you
would, if a stiff breeze hit you, you'd hear it, like...
like, dude, I couldn't even wipe anymore. It was so raw back there. I just had to, like, dab.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. Yeah. I've been similarly concerned. I mean, it's because it's on everything. It's not like a lot of times we get like these E. coli outbreaks. It happens every few years, and it's usually like contaminated irrigation water, I think, is the culprit there. Same with this, the cyclosporia, but it's everything. It's fresh berries, pretty much all fresh produce right now. They're advising to like cook it or like
which sucks because
like
literally I bought like so much money worth of like fresh produce like the week before, like a week and a half ago. I bought like a ton of fresh produce, tons of fruits and veggies and stuff like that, and now it's like, fuck me, man.
Just eat it, dude. Just eat it.
Yep. Yeah.
Just eat it, man. There's only one way to fucking. It's the only way out is through, man.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or just become like a canned food guy for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although then you run the risk of like botulism.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, which you know, I have been known once or twice to buy a nice can of peaches. Canned peaches are good.
Canned peaches are good. They sell at Trader Joe's. They sell this large jar. Of halved peaches in syrup.
Yeah.
Dude, get those things nice and cold.
Yeah.
And pop one of those out as a treat.
Yep.
Man, they're good. I've been known to partake.
Yeah.
Because I like the little slice or the little fruit cups too.
Yeah.
But like something about like the halved canned peach, it just maintains so much of its like you bite into it and it's just like, oh, that is so good. Mm-hmm. Everybody should go out and get a jar of those right now. They're fucking fire.
Yeah. 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 And one of the things that I did buy too, I did buy a nice bag of mandarins, and I got some good ones in there. Man, fucking ate like 10 of those in a row.
I don't know if those have the things like that where they have like the natural barrier on them. I think are probably fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Why would I even weigh on that?
I ate like 10 of those the other night and woke up with a canker sore.
Oh yeah,
like 10 of those in a row. They were so good I couldn't stop. I was like,
I used to be obsessed with those, and then kind of in college, I put a real damper on my enjoyment of both orange juice and oranges and slash clementines, because I just had several run-ins with like throwing up screwdrivers, and then the one that really got me was my very tall roommate, and I went to the liquor store.
Yep.
And got a big handle of Bacardi Dragon Fruit, the like flavored rum. You remember?
Yeah, we used to drink that.
And that was actually that was a really frustrating experience because we got to the parking lot. We had split it. We got to the parking lot, And I just happened to, he handed me the bag. I got out of the car and the bottom of the bag split and the whole handle broke. And he said, because I was holding it, it was my fault. And, and the worst part is that I did, because I really wanted to get fucked up. Can you picture that?
Yes, I can picture that immediately.
We drove back and yeah, he was fun. He was a fun guy. And we drove back and got the handle, and all I'd eaten all day was like 6 mandarins. And we got like ripped on fucking Bacardi Dragon Fruit. And all I remember is like coming to on the floor of like the dorm bathroom, just really my body was working overtime to puke up those 6 oranges. And it took me a while, and it was very small yield every time. And after that, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I like those as much anymore. And I'll still fuck with one every once in a while. You know what I will say? Those, and they're expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, but the sumos.
Yeah, sumos. They're pretty good.
Sumos are, man, they really cracked the code on whatever they did to mutate those things into existence. Because that's a fine piece of fruit right there.
Yeah.
If you've got the scratch to spare and you want to treat yourself to a delicious fruity delight, a sumo is good.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I guess one more thing that we can maybe close out the episode talking about is I guess we have we've been on the beat before, so perhaps we should obviously this is kind of old news, but our man in Maine.
Yeah.
Graham Platner. Yeah, going out like Prigozhin.
Yeah, man. He's and it's I think that you're right. We talked about this a little bit in our like boys group chat. And I think that having read these accounts and whatever, it's tough because I do think that they're credible. The accusations.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think all the accusations against him are credible.
Yeah.
It is clearly like those people who are accusing him have clearly like been coerced to like some sort of dark side accord where they're like now willing to share these stories. I think, and it's that's always how this stuff plays out. Like, and look, I get it. Like, imagine somebody who did something to you, wronged you in some way, and you're watching them receive all this attention and accolades and whatever. So when people say like, oh, why are they just coming forward now? Come on, man. Like, you don't think that if someone really like did something to hurt you, if you saw them getting like elevated to some high level, you don't think that you would feel the need to be like, you know what, they're actually a piece of shit, right? So I get that.
Yeah, well, so like for everybody who's I'm sure everybody knows this now. This is like the big news story last week. Graham Platner was like credibly accused of raping his girl that he dated, or committing sexual assault. However you want to phrase it, basically like went to her place at night when she told him not to come over, let himself in. This is all alleged. Let himself in.
While he was like hammered and
like blackout drunk, as she said, and then he like forced himself on her, and had apparently no recollection of it the next day. Didn't know what he had done, and apparently, so this one of the things about this is this girl had accused. She had not gone into such detail with the New York Times, but when the New York Times ran their story about Graham Platner like a month or so earlier, about his problematic history with like women and stuff like that, she had been one of the sources on that. And apparently she didn't like how the article came out where it wasn't like harsh enough.
Right.
And so she felt the need to like go to
really set the record
either
straight.
She went to Politico or Politico came to her. And
well, I think that those media outlets are all always sniffing around. Like it's not, they might be breaking these stories that are worth breaking, but they're always like offering, they're trying to get people to, the whole thing. It's the way that these
and she had said too that
go.
I think one of the reasons that she had like struggled with doing it because she agrees with him politically in his politics. Right. But obviously not. It was difficult. Obviously,
and I think they both have come
for her to like actually see him like leading that.
Yeah, and I think that they both have like a more right wing past and have really kind of had their whatever you want to call it their come to Jesus experience where they're both not outwardly aligned with that movement. So it sounds like and the discourse around it has been really troubling to me, right? Because people that I wouldn't expect have really fallen back on this, like, well, you know, people lie, and it's like, yeah, but like that's a lot of people telling the same lie, and
also like she has like messages receipts, going back to like years ago before he was anybody but like an oyster farmer,
right? And you know, that compounded with like all the other kind of ugly things that have come to light about the guy. It's like, look, like, how badly do you feel like you want or need like someone to win an election before you're like, yeah, but this can't be the guy. Like, this is not this guy seems like, look, and even if he's working on it, even if he, you know, I of course am like someone who believes in like personal redemptive arcs. Like, I'm not going to sit here on air and be like someone who was like a shitty alcoholic can't become a better person, but like, does that mean that person should be the face of like a whole political movement? Probably not, dude. And like, I don't know. Again, like, we've kind of talked about this on here. Like, what shocks me is just that, like, when he was getting, I'm assuming he, you know, at some point hired a chief of staff whose job it is to like sniff out every conceivable awful thing that could come to the forefront. Like, how did they get through that process? I mean he must have just lied about all of it.
Yeah, he must have. Like, you have to, you know, you have to be honest with yourself as like a candidate about your past. And I think pretty clearly he probably doesn't see his behavior as problematic,
that's the thing,
or is so ashamed of it that he just tries to block out that entire part of his life. I don't know which one it is. Like,
he doesn't want it to be what they're calling it.
Yeah,
and so
he's like, okay, like it's like with the fucking the fucking Totenkopf tattoo. It's like I remember saying this at the time. It was like, bro, how do you run for Senate? Like, how do you run for the United States Senate and not think maybe I should get this covered up before you do? Like, that is obvious. Like, it's a fucking Nahtzee tattoo, man. Like, I know. That is obviously going to come out. Like,
so much about it, like, along the way. Every time these stories come out, I keep just being like, really, dude? Like, and it just points to, like you said, like, a level of dishonesty with himself that is troubling. Like, why are people still, you know? And look, like, I want to have someone like that who seems like a good person be successful in American politics, right? Like, but at what point do you look at like the laundry list of things and say like, all right, he's not the guy?
Of the sea, back to the block, Snoop Doggy Dogg, funky, yes, the doc went solo on their ass, but it's still the same. Long Beach is the spot where I serve my cane. Follow me, but don't lose your grip. 9 trizzies, the years there for me to fuck up shit. So I ain't holding nothing back, and motherfucker, I got 5 on the 20 sack. It's like that, and as a matter of fact, cause I never hesitate to put a nigga on his back.
Yeah, so keep out the manuscript. You see that it's a must we drop gangsta.
What's my motherfucking name? Yeah. It's the bow to the wild, creeping and crawling, Yiggy yes yo, and Snoop Doggy Dogg in the motherfucking house like every day. Dropping shit with my nigga Mr. Dr. Dre. Like I said, niggas can't fuck with this, and niggas can't fuck with that shit that I drop, cause you know it don't stop. Mr. 187 on the motherfucking top. Tick tock, now with a Glock, just some nuts in the cock. Robbing motherfuckers, then I kill them blood cops. And I step through the fog and I creep through the small, cause I'm Snoop Doggy, Doggy, Doggy.
Yeah.
He says things that I like, and he presents himself as a certain type of person. And like, look, maybe he is making genuine efforts to be better, but like,
and maybe he
all
is
of this
that
points
today,
to, like,
but it's also like he made all of these fucking mistakes in the past. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to like count it. You know, maybe he is who he says he is. I don't know.
Well, and that's another thing too. It's like when you talk to, it's something that I encounter a lot. You know, as I, you know, deal with sobriety and what all that entails, is like you do encounter people pretty frequently in like those spaces who really embrace this sort of like, well, that wasn't me. Like mentality, and I've always had a hard time with that. And of course, it's not that I don't, right? And like, and of course, I see the appeal to that.
Yeah.
And in some ways, like for me, I can understand it, because a lot of the things, like, you know, when you tell stories, and we joke about it a lot, but like when you tell stories about the way I used to ask, I don't remember a lot of that. Like, so in a very real sense, for me, it feels like a different person was doing that, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was so divorced from the way that I now see the world that it's hard for me to even imagine me doing some of these things, or saying or behaving a certain way. Now, granted, I was never doing the things that Graham Platner is accused of doing. Everybody handles their addictions differently. But, like, the reality is, like, if you have relationships with other people, if you are interacting with other people, like, they remember that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like, look at you and me. Like, it's very clear to me all the time, like, that just because I wasn't there doesn't mean you weren't there.
Yeah.
You know, or like with ex-girlfriends or whatever, just because I wasn't present doesn't mean they weren't present. Like, that is still a part of the way that they remember their relationship with me, you know, and that is true. And you owe yourself the ability to say, like, hey, man, like, I did do all of that. Yeah. And any backlash from that is mine. And I might not like it, it might not feel good, but it is. And, you know, when somebody like this, I see somebody like Graham Platner, to me it just screams like, look, like, the level of accountability isn't quite
he's not
there
being
yet
honest with himself.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, the level of accountability is not at a point where I would, you know, because now at this point I've had multiple people in my personal life go through their own sobriety journeys after me.
Yeah.
And you can really reliably tell, like, when it is probably going to stick and when it probably isn't. And a lot of it comes back to, like, what you're willing to call yourself, what you're willing to admit to, and who you're willing to tell.
Yeah.
Right? And if he's still on, like, the biggest stage categorically denying, like, even the possibility of any wrongdoing, to me, as a non-expert, like, it doesn't look good.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the thing too. So like, his statements as he like officially withdrew from the race, were basically like, these are all lies. I've been rat fucked. Like, the establishment's trying to take me down. And it's like, well,
you should still vote for me. My name's on the ballot.
And,
like,
and it's like, okay, well, I think two of those things are true. I do think people were trying to rat fuck you. I do think people were against you. But also, it kind of seems like allegedly you fucking raped a person. You also joked about wanting to, like, rape men that, like, broke into your house. Clearly, I think, buddy, you gotta... There's some kind of a thing going on in your head there that you may need to examine.
There's a roadblock there to like self-accountability, where you need to be able to say, I obviously need to reapproach this situation and like get some therapy and spend some real time looking at it. And even though my intentions are good, I understand why that's not enough.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, look, dude, like, you know, I'm a person who is no stranger to, even now, like, as a sober, more reasonable person, like, no stranger to saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. And like, when you do that, like, the worst thing you can do is like dig your heels in and say, well, I mean well. Because like, look, dude, I think anybody that cares about a person or knows a person and is like still in their life, like, probably believes that they mean well. It doesn't mean you can't fucking fuck up. It doesn't mean that you can't hurt someone's feelings. And an interaction, or more than hurt someone's feelings, like, look, if you raped someone, that's a deep wound that, you know, I would never expect forgiveness for.
Yeah.
And so the very, very least you can do is say, you know what, you're right, and I am deeply sorry, and will spend the rest of my life being deeply sorry for that. Yeah. And he can't do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's these quibbles over definitions and what it is and what it was, and like, it's like, you know what, dude, it's not a good look.
Yeah.
It's sorry, like, It's not a good look.
You still forced yourself on somebody, so like
yeah, whether it was someone that you like, and it harkens back to this very medieval approach to like, what can you really assault someone that you're like in an ongoing thing? It's like, of course,
yes.
dude, of
yes,
course you can.
Yeah.
Like, and so it's just like, come on, man, like that shouldn't even be like a particularly like politicized or progressive stance to take. It's like you very clearly have hurt this person in a lasting way, and the fact that you can't own that and can't say, look, like, regardless of the fact that I think I'm a good person, and shit, she might even think he's a good person now. You did it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You did it.
And I mean, I will say though, once again, the establishment Democrats are really not cloaking themselves in glory, because I don't think, I would say that their reaction to this news has been like jubilation. No,
like
they have been running laps, like victory laps, and like immediately, like the Maine State Party was moving to like prop up a new candidate, like of their own choosing. Which, dude, nobody hates democracy more than establishment Democrats. And it's just like, I mean, regardless of what happened in Maine, the voters of Maine clearly voted for a program. Like they voted for a specific like kind of like a candidate's positions. They should probably have a replacement that believes in that stuff, I would imagine.
Sure.
But no, they're just gonna put in whatever new like fucking Zionist pedophile that they can get into
to try to ride the wave. And it's like Kamala Gate all over again, where it's like, oh my god, are they about to potentially do something even a little bit cool? Nope. Like, they're just gonna shoehorn in like maybe even a more objectionable person, and hope that they can ride the whatever momentum they've gained from this like brief spark of political innovation. It's that party is fucking so dead to me. That it would take some sort of act of God to change that at this point.
Fidel Castro would have to come back from the dead and
be like, I'm a fucking Democrat, but I'm still believing in all the same shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what it would take for me.
Yeah. And all these people that are trying to just like toe the line and play the fucking game and quibble about rules and definitions and yada yada, it is so fucking old and so passe, and like, fuck it, dude. Like, if it's like, there's just no reasonable choice, I think, in most races at this point. But hey, the race in Providence is heating up.
Yeah. Morales versus Smiley. Yep.
Brett Smiley is finally acknowledging that there's a need to like run attack ads, which is usually a sign that someone's nervous and maybe has their back on the ropes a little bit. So that'll be interesting to see. I know that you've got a stake in that fight.
Yeah, I've been volunteering for David Morales. Yes, an old comrade of mine back from when we organized in Providence DSA years ago. So I mean, obviously, I've canvassed for him. I'm supporting him. If you live in Providence, you should vote for him. But and then there's also the Michigan Senate race with Dr. Abdul El Said versus Haley Stevens, who I can't believe is a real person. I'm not sure if you've seen the videos of her.
Dude, no, I'm not familiar.
There's videos of her on stage looking like she just railed like a yacker and is trying her hardest to not just vomit all over the podium.
Oh my god, yeah.
Are you looking at the video?
Yeah, Haley Stevens.
Yeah. And she's just sitting there like it's just like, dude, is she gonna puke all over the place? I mean, she has a very malevolent energy to her.
Yeah, there's a she looks like she'd be in Slytherin, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's an aesthetic that when they were making those fucking movies that they were going for those the evil house.
Yeah.
And she's got that look. She's got kind of a Slytherin, like a pallid, sort of dark circles
a clammy
sickly
complexion. Yeah,
she looks damp. Yeah, like cold and damp, and I
just
feel
like choking back vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, Hey, look, a person's appearance is not that important.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
I haven't read up too much on it, but
Me neither. Yeah.
We'll see.
I just enjoy the videos of her. That come across my timeline.
Meanwhile, dude, you know what, dude? You know who seems like he's fucking really rolling in it is fucking Zoran, dude. He's having a time over there in New York, and I think that New Yorkers really seem to be getting on board with him, and hopefully he can keep doing some cool shit. His brand is certainly working.
Yeah, everybody that he endorsed in the recent races won, which has caused quite a stir. I have my qualms with him. I mean, I do think a lot of his policies I think have been quite good, and seemingly New Yorkers are really benefiting. Even though he just absolutely rolls over and shows hole for Jessica Tisch and the Zionist lobby any chance he gets, which is very annoying.
I mean, I think time will really tell with that, how much of that is just.
Speaking of a fucked up looking person, man, Jessica Tisch. Every single time I see a fucking video or picture of her, I'm like, get the fuck out. There's no way that's how she looks.
Oh my god. We gotta find a man to make fun of really quick before we verge on, we did Mitch McConnell. We could be really credibly accused of fucking.
We did Mitch McConnell earlier.
Oh yeah, that's true. And I did his face, everyone. Yeah. There's a fucked up looking guy.
Yeah, that's
yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Now dress up put on the silk pajamas I like. Serve me tea. Yeah. Yeah. I love how in his official Senate photo, that smile where all you can see is bottom teeth. What an odd smile you got to pull off to only show bottom teeth.
Yeah.
I mean, showing both is kind of crazy to me in a smile.
Yeah,
showing none, fine.
Yeah. I don't know. I have some latent chimpanzee brain there, where it's anytime I see somebody bearing both teeth in the smile, I'm just kill. I need to kill. What are you trying? I'm they're sure.
You trying to fuck on me, bro?
Yeah, exactly. Why are you showing them teeth? What's wrong? Just they're bearing it. So I prefer a closed mouth smile. But yeah, Mitch, and with the droopy the lip and the chin and everything, it's really fucked up. Oh.
Yeah, dude. Oh. Yeah, it's something.
Yep. All right, well,
my girlfriend just sent me a picture of her toilet, and I left a poop streak in it. I was like, why is my phone going off right now?
Yeah.
No, it's just a picture of evidence of my passing.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta check after.
Not on it, okay? Not on it.
Yeah, you gotta check.
But I'm usually pretty good about doing a little cleanup. I mean, you gotta make it look nice. But I guess I dropped the ball on that one.
I guess you dropped the log on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, okay, that's enough shit talk for today.
I think so.
Yep. All right, folks. Well, thank you very much for tuning back in to the Left Unread podcast. We are so thankful for you, for all of the listeners. And as much as we thank you, we would like to thank you even more if you could support us in a number of ways. The best way, the one that we like the most, the one that we look most fondly on, is if you give us your fucking money. So if you are feeling generous and you would like to contribute to the podcast, you can go to www.patreon.com/leftunread. You can go there. You can contribute a small monthly amount to help keep the podcast going. If you are using an Apple product, do not use the Patreon app. They will give you a 30% surcharge. Just open up your web browser and type www.patreon.com/leftunread. If you cannot contribute that way, that's okay. There are a number of other ways you can contribute. You can rate and review us on your podcast app of choice. That helps us get boosted in the algorithm. That helps us find new listeners. And make sure it's a 5-star rating, folks. Please don't get cute. And you can also help us spread by word of mouth. You can tell your family about us. You can tell your friends about us. You can tell your Chinese spy wife who's doing the downtrodden railway worker routine with you in the bedroom to hey, when we're done here, maybe you can throw on the Left on Red podcast, give them a listen, give them a few downloads.
Elaine, get the opium pipe. It's time to play. It's time to play. What was the fucking
English East India Company captain?
It's time to play East India Company.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, so you can help us in all those different ways. And for all you... Oh, also, I do want to say, up the Tartan Army. Tartan Army was all over Providence for the World Cup this year. They were fucking awesome, just getting wasted and singing in the middle of the streets wearing their kilts. It was so cool, and I do miss them. So up the Tartan Army, up the Scots.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
They're nice
not
people.
Not up the English. I'm really pissed that you guys beat Norway last night.
Yeah, no, we didn't actually really talk much about World Cup, but it does seem like, unfortunately, we've got, like, the least... like, every potentially interesting emerging storyline has just been, like, quashed.
Well, I mean...
and all those games end in, like, 25 extra minutes. Like, there's all the... FIFA is FIFA.
It's the most corrupt sports organization.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Was really hoping that our... big beautiful Viking baby boy, Erling Haaland.
Erling Haaland.
Would make it to the finals, but unfortunately not. Obviously, Portugal kind of didn't play that great the whole World Cup, unfortunately.
It was tough to see Ronaldo go out.
I mean, he's in his 40s, and also he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. But, like, dude, it seems like Messi's getting propped up for, like, one last run. Yeah. And, like, talk about Nazi countries, dude.
Oh,
Argentina is just...
It was brutal watching Argentina versus Switzerland last night, because I was just like, man, I really wish they both could lose.
Yeah.
So now up Spain, up España. That's who I'm rooting for the World Cup now.
Yeah, I mean, France look like they're pretty strong favorites. I wouldn't hate that either. If it came down to France and either Argentina or England, I would
if it's France,
Spain I think would be the most interesting outcome at this point. It would have been nice to see Norway advance. It would have been nice to see Cabo Verde fucking push through a little further. They weren't going to go all the way, I don't think, but they had such
my Cape Verdean homies. Yep.
Yeah, they had such a fun run.
Yep.
It was great to see the U.S. get fucking dick stomped after that fucking dirty ass fucking
Trump putting his fucking pilled up breathy
Fullerene
wet
back
fucking palm on the scale. Yep. Which also very funny that like that person who I can't think of his name right now. The U.S. soccer player
Fullerene. What is it? It's something Fullerene.
Yeah, I can't remember. But that person.
Oh, Fullerene Balogun.
Yeah, Balogun. Yeah, that Balogun is literally like the person who like became the like symbol of like the American World Cup team is like a birthright citizen. That he was born here while his parents were on vacation, so he's a U.S. citizen, and he's like this was like going on right as the Supreme Court decided to uphold birthright citizenship, which was a lot of people's personal 9/11 who have pictures of themselves on social media holding up fish as their default picture.
He's alternately, because he grew up in England and has represented England at the national level too. I think he just like had a better chance of actually playing if he played here. So
birthright citizen. Anyway, so anyway, we did all the outros and whatnot. So we will see you next time on another episode of
Left Unread, baby.
Bosh.
Yeah, man, Bosh.
Troublesome nigga. Troublesome 19 motherfucking 96. West side. Let it be known, nigga. Boss of all bosses. Machiavelli. Minutes and methods label me a lethal weapon, making niggas die, witnessing breathless imperfections. Can you picture my specific plan? To be the man in this wicked land, underhanded hits a plan. Scams are plotted over grams of rock. Outlaws, motherfuckers die by the random shot. We all die in the end, so advance we swung. I was all about my ends, fuck friends and foes. Me, a born leader, never lead a block without my heater. Got me a dog and named her my bitch nigga Heater. What could they do to me, a little brat? Shit, them niggas that shot me and still terrified I get they ass. How can I show you how I feel inside? We outlaws, motherfuckers. talk a lot of shit, but that's after I'm gone. Cause they fear me in the physical form. Let them be known, I'm troublesome. Troublesome niggas. Outlaws. Put it down to the fullest. Spitting rhymes and bullets. We troublesome. Y'all know what time it is. Call the punk police. They can't stop us. Niggas run the streets. We troublesome. Gutter ways, my mentality is ghetto. A gorilla in this criminal war. We all rebels. Death before design, I bet I bomb on them first. Niggas knew we came from murder. Pulling up in a hearse. West side was the war cry. Busting off frilly. Screaming fuck all y'all niggas in Swahili. Pistol pack and fresh out of jail. I ain't going back. Release me to the care of my heartless strap. Say my name 3 times like Candyman. Bet I roll on your ass like an avalanche. So survivor. Learn to get high and pull drive-bys. Murder my foes. Can't control my nine. Hearing thoughts of my enemies bleeding, please. Bust ass motherfuckers tried to flee. Picture me letting this chump survive. Ran up on his ass when I dumped him down. Cause I'm troublesome. Young, strapped, and I don't give a fuck. I'm hopeless. I live a thug life, losing my focus, baby. I'm troublesome. Bad boy killer. There is no one realer. What you saw was the rough, rugged, and raw. Outlaw. Murder, murder, my mind state. Shit ain't changed since my last rhyme. The crime rate ain't declined. Niggas busting shots like they lost their mind. Like 25 to life never crossed their mind. Tell me young nigga never learned a thing. Dead at 13 cause he yearned to bang. Sent a lot of flowers, but how could I cry? Tried to warn a little nigga either stop or die. Mercy is for the weak, when I speak I scream. Afraid to sleep, I'm having crazy dreams. Vivid pictures of my enemies, family times. God forgive me cause it's wrong, but I plan to die. He to take me in heaven and understand I wasn't sheep. Did the best I could, raised in insanity. Or send me to hell cause I ain't begging for my life. Ain't nothing worse than this cursed ass hopeless life. I'm troublesome. In your wildest dreams you couldn't picture a nigga like me. I'm troublesome. I don't give a fuck. I'm troublesome. Like my nigga Napoleon said, nigga. Somebody gotta explain why I ain't got shit. I'm troublesome. You know what time it is, the outlaw clique. Young, rugged, and sick. Machiavelli, the Dawn, the boss, all bosses. Mussolini, Idi Amin, Hussein Fatal, Gaddafi, Castro, Napoleon, Bo Nitty. We ain't fucking around. We troublesome. Hey yo. We troublesome. Young Castro, the first to blast, the last one to dash. Going for the holes in the cash. Fuck you niggas, outlaws. Gaddafi, Trump tight, never sloppy. The motherfuckers try to copy, but they can't mock you, nigga. You're too strong. Outlaws, keep it going on. You know what's up. Outlaws, outlaws. Outlaws, outlaws. This is dedicated to the real niggas. All the real troublesome soldiers on the streets.
Bye bye, all you niggas die.